Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. I am going to ask this. Why is it that think it is okay to go to a black content creator to tell the person that God will not love you? That if you do not get over apathy, get over slavery, because if you continue to hold on to it, it is getting old and God will not love you or something like. What did you smoke? Where did you buy your audacity? From Timu or from Shane? Because I need to know. That is a very low kind of audacity. You know, these people really think that, they want to control you or they want to, like, they feel like there is always need for us to be in spaces that are not ours. And who actually made them think that they are the superior? Because each time I hear that, I am like, what really gave them the audacity to think that they are the superior? Why are they running around? Why are they moving around? Because I see them running around thinking that black people are not shaking. We hear segregation, this, that, poking. No, black people are not moved. And I want you all to know that you all are not actually what you said you are. And the media is also trying to cover up for you people all these years because you all got good media. But we are here to unveil the truth that what you people are really made of. Let's get into this.
No, we will not get over apartheid. We will not. And for you to think your God, the God of the farmer, the God of thieves and murderers, the God of torturers of children, would reign victorious over my ancestors, well, that's just fucking dumb. It's dumb. If you're bored, I suggest you go back home. You know, word on the street is you all are looking for new land to farm. Don't come over here with that bullshit. Do not. Do not think that there is a tribe amongst us that will let you close your eyes at night and sleep in peace. Don't think that. This message is fucking global.
Y'all know the biggest white lie that hurt white people the most? Like the top lie that hurts white people the most is that they're superior. Telling white people that white people are superior, that they are the best, that they are the cream of the crop, that there is nobody smarter than them, that there is nobody faster than them, that there is nobody that's supposed to be richer than them, that there is nobody that can outdo them, that there is nobody that deserves everything except them. That is the biggest, most harmful, dangerous white lie because it's the very reason why they're freaking out right now. It sets up an unrealistic expectation for how they're supposed to live their life and how they're supposed to show up in life. And it also focuses all of their validation to be outside validation. It requires other people to believe the lie to feed into their validation to make them feel like they're superior. They're not getting that from the outside world anymore, and their brute and their violence is not working anymore, and they are becoming undone. It is the very reason why they cannot let go of hate. It is the very reason why they refuse to revisit their past, because the fact is they're not. They're not just exceptional because of their skin. And it is evident in the way that they live and the way that they treat people. And it is the very reason why they are freaking out. See, when they were told that they were superior to everybody, they believed it. Okay? And Shitler said if you tell a lie long enough, you start to believe your own lie. So the people telling the lie knew it was a lie. But the people who were being told the lie didn't know it was a lie. When black people started to get into spaces that they had reserved as white spaces, such as being the first black astronaut, being a successful black college, because see, they let us have those things because they honestly believed that we were less than. So they gave it, I'll get a niggas a college. They not going to be successful because we're the best, remember? So when black people started to reach these levels of superiority in their head, because for us, we just call it excellence. And we don't feel like it threatens anybody because we feel like that is who we are and that it is just what it is, right? We don't use our excellence as a weapon like they use their superiority. Or their grandeur, their thoughts of grandeur of superiority, right? So we are still facing a denial of racism in America from the large majority of white people because the lie is disappearing and the truth is becoming more evident and more evident and more evident. The final straw was Obama. Once Obama got to be president, that's why they flipped out. Because I know you fucking lying. We're the best. We were already dealing with these motherfuckers becoming business owners. We were already dealing with the fact that a height of a fucking pandemic that black people became small business owners and actually quit their fucking jobs. We just came off the fact that black women have been announced to be the most educated group of people in this country. And all of that happened after Obama. Obama started it because they was like, if we are the best of the best, how the fuck y'all let this nigga get in here? We gotta stop it. And what the older white people knew with their conditioning, whether subconscious or consciously, because a lot of things that we do subconsciously, we don't really realize that we're doing it. We do it. Let's say you ever got in your car and you wasn't really paying attention up here in your mind. You was in your head thinking about what you had to do. And you started driving to work and it was Saturday and you didn't have to work because your mind was on autopilot. Okay, stay there. Hold on to that and stay there. So the white people that's on autopilot was like, oh, hell no. We must have got too soft. We need a white man that's going to get back in there and get us back to our grandeur delusion of superiority. And along comes this hateful, racist, bold, ballsy, ignorant motherfucker that could appeal to their hate. And whether the people, the people that the white people that consciously knew it. They was like, this the motherfucker we need right here. Reagan 2.0. He's hateful and he's bold about it. He not bowing down to these niggas. He say he say to people exactly what we need him to say. And not only did they need to get the black people in line, they needed to get their white women back in line. Cause how dare she leave me after I abuse her? How dare she fucking get a divorce from me when I'm a horrible father? How dare this white woman pass me up on my job? Are you in on it with the niggas? You understand? So the white men felt their power slipping away, and it has always been a perceived power. It's been a lie the whole time. And the answer to that was Trump. And for them to come on here and say, get together, we need to work together, it needs to be all of it, they don't really believe that. What they do believe and what they do know to be true is that togetherness helps them out a great deal. When people perceive that white people are working together with them, white people get what they want faster. And it's the path of least resistance. Because it's under the guise that we're working together, so everybody gonna get something out the deal. But everybody never get what they're supposed to get. Only the white people get what they're supposed to get. But they're okay with that because they are the victors again. But it hurts them the most. That's that big white lie that they're superior to everybody else. That's the very reason why a lot of them will not go back in their history and see what the ancestor did. We know that that is a preventative measure to move forward and not repeat the same shitty mistakes that your people in the past committed, right? But they weak. They are the weaker. Listen, I'm talking to my people. If you white and you getting offended, this ain't the space for you. That's why y'all don't need to be able to cook out another conversation. Black people, they burn in the sun. They are so extremely easily influenced. In addition to be easily influenced, they are the most fragile motherfuckers ever. They are the most emotionally weak motherfuckers. That's the very reason why they can't hear the truth, because it hurts their feelings. And it's not just the white girls. Because this very administration is in place because the white boys' feelings got hurt. White lies hurt white people the most. And it is literally destroying America because they too weak to face the truth as a whole. Thank you.
Every time I talk about Black history, it never fails. Here comes somebody like, what about this group? What about this ethnicity? What about what happened to my people? So let's just go ahead and clear some things up. Yes, I talk about Black history loudly, consistently, unapologetically, because I'm Black and that's what I know firsthand. That's the story that I come from. And believe it or not, talking about Blackness does not erase anybody else. Now, will I talk about other racial and ethnic groups? Yeah. Will I talk about the queer community, indigenous stories, and marginalized groups all across the spectrum? Absolutely. I will, I do. Some of y'all have even made requests like in the comments, or you came straight into my DMs and I did see it. Sorry if I missed you. And if I catch it and you've asked me to cover something that I feel comfortable with covering, I have and I will. Because I'm building something that reflects real history, not just one slice of it. But if you're just showing up to argue, derail, or drop a passive aggressive what about, I'm not playing with you. You will get blocked quickly, but with peace. I'm not here to entertain trolls or educate people who don't want to learn. I won't always get it right, and telling me I'm wrong is not something that I'm going to run away from. I'll hear you out. I'll listen to you as long as you remain respectful. So my platform here has grown fast. 100,000 plus of y'all have decided to learn right along with me, and I am so grateful. It's been humbling, but it's also been a lot. I'm trying, but yeah, I'm still adjusting too. But what I won't do is let disrespect slide while I'm figuring it out. So if you want to grow with me, ask questions, and have real, respectful dialogue, welcome. You belong here. But if you came to gaslight, deflect, or drain energy from people trying to do real work, this is your stop. Get off. No drama, no dragging, just boundaries. And I stand on them. Oh, and I am not AI. I don't know where y'all get that from. Why y'all keep saying I am not AI? I don't know whether to be flattered or insulted. I have no idea. I'm not AI though. Have a great day.
It's so obvious that this is an attempt by the Trump administration to provoke Black people. It started with the attempts, with the DEI, all of the rolling back of DEI, removing DEI from this website, removing any mention of Black soldiers and women soldiers and all this from this website and that website, and removing DEI protections and removing DEI initiatives. It started with that. They were like, oh, Black people, guess you're not going to get a job now because DEI and affirmative action is over. Watch how these Black people react. You know how they are. They get so angry and they'll be out there violently protesting, and we're going to have to tamp down the protests. And Black people said, oh, y'all rolling you're rolling back DEI? We were like, oh, okay. So what are we having for dinner? Because we don't care. We don't care, okay? We're still going to mind our business. So they said, let's do some more provocative stuff. Like, for example, floating the idea of getting Derek Chauvin released from prison. Let's do that. Let's get Derek Chauvin, the man who murdered George Floyd in cold blood. Let's get him out of prison. Get his conviction overturned. And Black people are like, oh, you mean like all the other police officers who you've acquitted, who didn't even spend a lick of time in jail? You mean like them? You think you're gonna provoke us by doing the same shit y'all always do? We're still inside. We're still inside. Okay. And so they were like, well, how else can we? Why won't these Negroes get on the front line? How else can we provoke them? Oh, you know what? I know what we'll do. We will bring segregation back. And black people were like, not only were we like, we don't care, we were like, oh my God, yes, please. Please, please bring it back. Please bring it black.
A viral sound that's going around, and I love it because it is so true. And it is, when you're black, you're never really lonely because there's always someone white all up in your business. We who are black, especially in America, we know how true and how real this is. Minding our own black business, out in public, on our properties, in the workplace, and you encounter a Ken or Karen who feel entitled and bold to come up to you, and often they ask invasive, presumptuous questions. So I'm going to give you an example. Black women, I know that many of you all can attest to this. You're minding your own business in the office, and all of a sudden a Karen comes up to you and she goes, oh, your hair is so gorgeous. May I touch it? May I recommend this response? Why? It's hair on my head, like it's hair on your head. Why do you want to touch it? And then be silent and let them answer. If you want to see them flustered and thrown off, do that. A mentor of mine gave me this strategy because I'm not quick with the clapbacks, y'all. I wish I were, but I'm not. I'm an introvert. And so usually what I do, and I know many of you all do as well, is you ignore them and keep moving. Because we're grown, we don't know you, we don't owe you anything, even if we did know you. And there are times when you do have the time and you feel like dealing with Ken and Karen. Just add the power of why to your arsenal. Now, I was watching another video, black young woman talking about her encounter with a Karen, and one of the commenters said that in his subdivision, his black family, they're the only black family in the subdivision. And his neighbors have kept asking him, what do you do for a living? See, we know the real reason behind that question, because black people, we're not supposed to be in white spaces. And when we find ourselves in white spaces, most of us know what that entails, because it throws them off. It offends them. Some of them are really curious. His neighbors are asking him that because they are thinking, how's a black dude affording living here with us? What does he do for a living? Let's find out. And so this gentleman says how he deals with it is he gives them a different profession every time. Here's how I would respond to that. Why do you ask? And then be silent and let them come up with an answer that forces them to deal with their racism and the real reason they are asking you such a question. And the responses are very telling. But the main thing is that it may get them to think twice before they do it again. Now, this is all predicated on even if you feel like responding. We don't owe these folk any response. So that's just a suggestion, y'all. Be careful out here.
Hello there. Black people are always accused of wanting to play this oppression Olympics after we express trauma. Mind you, the fact that you think that oppression can be a game and one enjoy is crazy. It tells us everything we need to know about y'all's so-called oppression, but it's always said after we respond to something said to us. You could literally sit there and say, yeah, my cousin was attacked and strung up by Pe0ple members who yelled the entire time and said that he was going to kill his whole family for being a bunch of monkey niggas. Someone will literally come and tell you about their mediocre, incomparable experience that's nowhere near similar. I'm scared of trees, they'll say. And you're like, okay, but that's completely different. All of a sudden, apparently, you're in the race to win the gold at the Oppression Olympics. And if it was a game
This
in
is
the
all I got from this video. And sincerely speaking, I really do not understand how people walk up to people's page to tell them how to feel, how to react, and coming to tell a black woman that black people are not deserving of God. You know, our fathers, like, you are not deserving of God's love because you are a black person. That for you to deserve God's love, you know, you have to get over apartheid. Is getting a bit boring. How now? Thanks. And I am going to ask, which God are you talking about? Because these people parading themselves as white nationalists, or what do they call them? I mean, like, they are Christians and the rest of it. Sometimes I sit there and ask myself, you know that you are not a true Christian. Because if you are one, majority of the things you all do, you people won't be doing it. I don't know if you understand what I am saying. So I am going to start this video from top, and I am going to ask who actually told them that they are the superior race, because this is something that each time I wake up and I am like, how did they arrive at that? Because this is what I feel, this was what they used to separate everybody. And so far they've been working so hard to maintain that superiority, you know. And there was a video I brought here, I can't remember, maybe last 2 years, about a woman who was, that video really shook me to the bone marrow. She actually went to a store to get something, like a restaurant. She's a dasher, DoorDash, right? She went to pick up food from a restaurant, and immediately she went there. She thought that they were going to, like, she wanted to skip the line, and she saw other people, buying things. Waiting to pick their food. So she didn't want to wait. So she went to the straight up, and they told her to chill. That when it gets to her turn, because there are other people here, she got so angry, and she started asking them, "Why are you treating me like a minority?" And I am like, "Wait, I thought you would say." I'm sorry that I am laughing. It's not funny, but the way she said that thing, I thought they said they do not know, they do not have any each time black people talk to them about their privilege and all that, they tell you how their parents were so poor and they were born into a poor family. So for that reason, they do not have privilege. And I remember one of my friends telling me that I have black privilege. I'm sorry, it's very laughable because these people have refused to read their books, telling me that my father was this, my father was that. So for that reason, that I have privilege more than. I said, wait, what are we talking about? Because it looks like we are not on the same planet, right? This is to tell you that they know that they have privilege. And they know that people that look like me are not being, excuse me, are not being treated fairly. So for her to immediately swing into, why are you treating me like a minority? So she expected them to treat her better than any other person there, because it was a black restaurant. And how can she, a white woman, come in here and have to, like, why do I have to wait when I am just supposed to walk in and pick up what I want and get off? And I also remember a cop trying to a man did something, and they were trying to, like, get him. You know how they treat black people, with the cops treat black people, right? So the man was resisting arrest, and they were trying to force him to, like, they did not tase him, they didn't do anything, but they were just trying to get him to, like, probably handcuff him and ask him some questions. The man said that, why are you treating me like a minority? So that also made me know that these people know what they are doing at every point in time. Because for that person to say, so they knew that people that look like me are being treated some kind of way. So each time I sit down and I ask who actually told them that they are the superior race, because last I checked, you know, just like the way I mean, see, let me tell us something. One thing with US, America is that they just have good media PR. And that PR is that media PR is also going down. I hope you know that. And people are also beginning to see through their lenses. People are knowing what they are made of. People are knowing the destruction they have caused, both their men and women. So that is something that I am also grateful for. They are so quick to jump into your discussion and then act like they are oppressed, or like, tell me how you are going to be talking with somebody and then boom, you have his or her, like, hand on your head straight up. Why do you feel the need to want to touch a black woman's head? Why do you feel the need to, like, want to ask some personal questions when you are with a black person? Why? Why do they do it? And like the brother said, when you are never alone, because there will be somebody up in your business wanting to know how you breastfed your child or how you fed your family, because they feel it is your right, that they are supposed to know about it. Because if they don't know it, why not? That's why to this very moment they are running helter skelter, because they are not seeing black people panic. They thought black people are going to be panicking and like screaming because they said segregation, and they've been poking black people back left and forth, and they are not seeing anything. I am not seeing them march to the capital to do what they are supposed to do. But they were so busy back then to tell you that we are going to make pink and blue bracelets to differentiate themselves from other people. Like, how is that our problem? And if you ever wake up tomorrow and think white women are going to stand up for you as a black woman or as a black person, maybe it's going to happen in the future, but I do not see that happening anytime soon, because they are holding on to so many things. Why? Because they feel like they are more powerful than any other person. So if they fight for you and you win, so who are they supposed to oppress, or who are they supposed to sit down on, or who are they supposed to like tell that we are the majority and you are the minority? That kind of thing. I've been saying this because I remember I've been saying this, but this thing I want to say now, I've been saying this for a longer time. A woman that said, I do not want Kamala Harris to win. Why? Because if she wins, black men are going to have more power than white men. Because we have to depend on black people to feed ourselves. So that is not good enough for us. That is her reason. So how do you think that these people are going to wake up someday and like put in their heart and their soul and want to fight for you? Maybe Sunday, not today. Someday, not today. Bye for now.